We are here.
New York.
It's been snowing since I got here. I've been here for like 7 days, and we had a blizzard.
My brother's stuck in Miami right now.
Really? Yeah, my homegirl is in Atlanta. She's supposed to come back on Saturday. They pushed her flight back to tomorrow. So she's stuck in Atlanta. I've been here, had a blizzard. It was snowing this morning, but I was like, I'm not missing your podcast. So
Well, you know who not? You know who in New York now, though. She back home. But Jersey her home, Wolf, so.
Yeah, but I made my money in New York on Wall Street, so.
You hear that, Wolf? This is going to be an interesting podcast today. Back for another episode of the Blind But Not See podcast. I am your host, the official Blind Stepper. Frenchie's not here.
Oh, I
The
wanted
snow.
to be here.
Yeah, she said the snow, stopped her up, but that's here and there. But Wolf, today we educating people, entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. Whether they big or small, or whether they want to walk through the doors. We got a special person here today.
Aw.
Special. But before we even introduce our guest, you signed to the Master Connector, Wolf? You part of the community?
Crickets.
You ain't part of the community, Wolf?
We're going to have to
You gotta get that membership.
by the end of this podcast, we need Wolf to sign up.
get that membership.
He
You wanna
sees
know
the
why?
benefits.
Let me tell you about the Master Connector Agency. Because this podcast sponsored by it.
Amen.
I got my credit fixed. I got paid to speak way more than I was charging. That's how this podcast is still running, Wolf. Our daily, monthly meetups is like our family reunion. I ain't convincing you yet. We got marketing, AI,
Brandon.
What else?
We got AI, Brandon, marketing. You doing a really
And
good
then
job over here.
she's a PR herself.
I'm a PR.
I don't even know it.
I create
Wolf,
rooms.
I'm introducing you yet? The master of all connections.
Everybody in there has scaled their businesses, have scaled their following on social media, got more customers and clients. So
She's an author too.
I'm an author too.
Author. You got her book too.
Let me show y'all really quick so y'all can see it on the screen.
The
The Master Connector. Let me tell you, Chris came to my event and bought 10 of these bad boys. 10.
Got one.
It was Wolf got one. He
Yeah,
was
Wolf got
passing them out. He said he couldn't make it through the airport because he bought
thought I
so
was
many
bringing
copies.
cocaine through her. They took all my stuff out. They like, what is that? I said, those bugs. He like, nah, we got to check. I'm like, what?
It is so many gems in this book on how I got from the inner cities of Jersey all the way to Wall Street and the connections that I made along the way. So y'all might want to get y'all a copy.
But let's highlight the fact that she walked away from Wall Street to be an entrepreneur. Who is doing that?
Who is
A
doing
guaranteed
that?
paycheck.
A nice one too.
See?
Nice.
To really like gamble. You're a big
Yeah.
gambler.
Right.
Big gambler.
Trust me, Chris, when I left July 11th and my mortgage hit August 1st and that Wall Street check wasn't in the account. I was like,
You was ready to go back?
I said, wait a minute, God, it's me again. Excuse me. I need to, where's this check at? Right. Yes, for sure. I was ready to go back within less than 30 days because I've been on Wall Street 21 years. That's all I know. I know that steady money for 21 years at a high 6-figure level. And so when I walked away and I didn't have that check, I was like, wait, do I need to get a job again? Because it's easy to get a job. And so I was like, I'm gonna get a job again. And God said no.
But you can't, because then what about us?
That's what, so like, exactly. So
But-
God was like, no, you cannot get a job. I removed you from corporate America to grow this agency so I could prosper it. And it's funny because Chris and all the members said, what about us? You can't get a corporate job. I have a team. They're like, wait, we're going to be unemployed if you get a job. So, yeah. But God, literally, I listened to him. I'm so obedient to the man above. He said, I removed you from corporate America so that you can grow this business. I need your 100% focus on entrepreneurship. So I walked away July 11th and here we are in
Never look back.
February.
Never
look
look
back.
Well, before we even get into that, I want to give you your flowers.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
First sponsor of the Blind But Not See podcast came from the Master Connector Agency. And that was Paul in his book.
Yes, you did say that. That's one thing I love about the community. They support each other's businesses. Like if somebody is doing something, we all chip in to support. We help fundraise. We buy their products. Like we have Simone's products here. She's in the community. Like she came and was giving us products. We support her business. My book, your podcast, like you said, you got your credit fixed. You got
I got
thousands more dollars to speak. And then you also
still rolling. I'm speaking next month.
look at it, still rolling, getting so many opportunities. And you even said something to me that stuck with me, Chris, that I'll never forget. You said it boosted my confidence.
No, it definitely did.
Because you said like you were,
Quiet, low.
Yeah.
Like working with y'all too. helped me get where I'm at today.
Who, me and Wolf?
Wolf brought it out of me.
Awesome.
Wolf brought it out of me. And then I'm in the community. Wolf, it don't matter how many times I speak. At the end of the meeting, Chris, you there? You coming on speaker? I said, she exercising my speaking career. Like, I love it. But honestly speaking, I feel like you're the definition of blind faith.
That is amazing.
Blind faith,
love that. Blind faith.
You jumped out there and didn't know what was going to be next. What doors, was you walking through the wrong doors? Mm-hmm. So let's get into that. How did you feel about taking that leap to say, I'm walking away from corporate America?
So I'm still with blind faith. They always say if you want to get closer to God, become an entrepreneur, because every day it's a faith walk. Every single day. I don't know where my next client or my customer is coming from. But God gave me a vision, and I'll just back it up. So God gave me a vision in 2024 and said, so many amazing people, corporate executives, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, influencers, the gamut of like the array of amazing people that are doing their thing. You're going to create a room called the Room Where the Deals Are Done and bring in these top people so that they can have access to help them grow their businesses. So corporations need influencers and industry leaders and successful entrepreneurs in the community to tell their messaging. And then entrepreneurs and industry leaders need corporations for business funding, business acumen, and more support. So God said, you're going to put them all in one room, called the Room Where the Deals Are Done. I did my first event in October. I interviewed Egypt Sherrod and Mike Jackson. Mm-hmm. I did my second one in November. I interviewed Yandy Smith-Harris. Mm-hmm. I did my third one in March. I interviewed Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T., the hip-hop preacher.
That's the first one I came to.
That's the first one you came to. You said you're coming for his spot because he's the number one motivational speaker in the world. And I can see Chris doing that because you're just so amazing at when you tell your story.
Before even that, I said this, I wanted to meet him. She was like, okay, so the line was long. I'm like, all right. My brother like, let's walk around, meet other people. Nicole grabbed me and took me to the front of the line. And ever since then, I said, she got my money every month. I'm subscribed to it. But not just that, like you get so much knowledge and game, and you never know who you could be introduced to.
Yeah.
Like, I love the community. It's like it's my family. Then I came to the event and I met your mother, and like I had another mother since then.
Yeah, everybody loves my mother. I feel like she's a star of the show. People are like, I met your mom. Everybody comes up to me. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing at these events? Because everybody comes up to me after the event. Like, I met your mom. Like, that's the holiday event.
Nah, definitely.
And then I did one with Angela Yee, but I created these rooms and people were telling me they got so many dope introductions. It helped them with their business. One lady came up to me and said, I met you at your event. Your event changed my life. And I said, changed your life? That's some powerful words. She said, yeah, I'm working on a $2 million real estate project. And I had some issues with the contracting. And I met a guy that is in government contracting at your event and he helped me get over the hump. So it's stuff like that. And then like hearing you tell your story of where you were speaking at this amount. And then one of the speakers was like, you need to put a comma in that.
500.
Yeah, 500. She's like, you need 5,000. And you said to me, they're going to run my customers away. And she said, no, you have a story. And now
she's running the clientele way. Well, if I'm like, nah, if I'm the plug, the clientele ain't going to come back no more.
And now not only are you getting booked to speak at your rate that you deserve, you're getting flown out. Like they flew you to California. That's a big deal.
I turned down deals.
I
never thought I'd be the one turning down deals. I'm like, it don't fit me. I'm turning it down.
That's an important key I want to touch on because even when I launched the Master Connector agency, I was able to get sponsors. I had one sponsor that wanted to come in and I was new, right? Like I left the corporate world and this is all I have. This is my bread and butter. And she wanted to sponsor, but she wanted me to use her production, do things her way. And I'm like, this is my event. So I turned it down. And some people, like, I think we should hone in on that is because all money is not good money. If it's not matching your values, if it's not bringing you what you need, you don't have to take it. And the next one will be bigger. Because when I turned her down, guess who came after that? Amazon, y'all. I got Amazon.
First 6 months.
First 6 months. Look at Crispy entrepreneur.
It was Amazon. It was Puma.
Yes. Your memory is amazing. So I got Amazon and Puma to sponsor my 6-month-old business. And I said, okay, God, I'm going to be obedient. Like you lead my steps. I literally told my husband the other day, I work for God. He's my boss. Like every day he gives me the visions, the dreams on what to do, how to move this business forward. My sole goal in life is to win souls for Christ and to make this world better than where I left it. So everybody that's around me, I want to make sure that I'm leaving you better than when you first met me.
Nah, one thing I can honestly say, you definitely give the opportunity, the chances. We got Princess Duncan becoming a member to...
Now she's the coach, yeah.
She's a coach now, our monthly coach. I'm like, and as I learn, I'll be bringing it back to her. But I don't want to be biased because they're like, oh, he's a connector, so he gonna say all these good things. Wolf came to the last event. How did you feel about the last event, Wolf?
I'm on mic up, but it was incredible.
Oh man, we got to get you mic'd up because we're going to sit here and sing the praises, but to have somebody that's not a connector yet to learn about the event or give your feedback, we would love to hear from you. But you're right. So Princess Duncanson was part of the member community. She wanted to start a life coaching business. So I hired her. I said, well, listen, let us be your clients. Like, I will hire you to come in and test it out. And she's doing a phenomenal job.
She's definitely doing an excellent job.
Yes.
Definitely apply some things that she said to my business that's starting to grow.
Exactly. So it starts in your mind. So she motivates us for the month on like where we need to be in our business. How do we think differently about our business? Being positive, what you tell yourself. I tell myself every morning I'm a multimillionaire CEO because I tell people all the time, people are like, when I look at your Instagram, your life looks perfect. Everything looks easy breezy. You with the celebrities you here, there, everywhere. And I say every day I'm figuring it out. Like I figure it out every single day, but I think positively. Like, God, you woke me up today. What do you want me to do? Because I'm going to be a multimillionaire CEO. I know how to be a Wall Street executive, but I don't know how to be an entrepreneur. I am learning. I built the membership to learn because I said, okay, this is new for me. People wanted more from me. They're like, we love these rooms, but we need to talk to you once a month or monthly. I said, let me do a community. Yeah. And I need to learn how to be a successful entrepreneur. I need to learn about business funding, marketing, AI, branding, running ads, like all the things that I bring to us as entrepreneurs as we're growing and scaling. I needed that for myself. So I just launched a community and I'm like, all right, we're going to learn this together. And I feel like we're like the Underground Railroad because we're so dope, Chris, right? And people don't know about us yet. And by the time they know the price is going to be too high for y'all, so y'all need to get it now.
You ask the questions that people be wanting to ask. You be in a group, you be like, she's the leader of it, or she's one of us students because she asked the question. You take your notes. I'm like, oh, I don't gotta ask the question. That's what they're like. Any questions? I'm like, I'm gonna let Nicole ask. I know we probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I definitely always have a question when we have guest speakers come on. I ask my members questions if they're an expert in certain areas. I even asked Chris when he started getting booked his thousands of dollars. I'm like, well, how did you do that? Like,
called me and got advice.
Yeah, I'm always a forever student. Like, I'm never
too big to learn. That's the best thing about it.
That's the best thing about it.
How hard is it to wake up every day knowing that you are moving closer and closer to your dreams? Accomplishing 200 plus members in this Master Connect agency.
That is my goal, Chris. That is my goal. I'm like, I need to get to 200. And it's funny because the members are like, no, we don't want it to get big because we're like a family. We want you to ourselves. The bigger you are, like the less. And I'm like, no, I'm forever going to. Y'all are my babies. Like, we built this from scratch. It's interesting because I'm very structured. Yeah. And being on Wall Street, you have to be structured. So being an entrepreneur, like I never know what the next day is going to look like. I never know what my next client is going to be. I never know what my next call is going to be about. Like every day I'm figuring out how to grow and scale, and that's new for me. But I do know because God gave me this vision and I'm being obedient because every day I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get a job. Like in my mind, that's the easy thing to do. And God's like, no. So the harder part is staying obedient, staying the course when the money isn't flowing in like it was with the corporate job. But I know that I'm on the right track because I'm literally changing lives with this community.
When people sign up for this membership, for the community, what should they expect?
That's an amazing question. So when you sign up, we welcome you in with open arms. I welcome you in as a CEO. I have a welcome committee now that welcomes you in, so you automatically feel the love. And they're like, you are in the best place to be. Then you get the life coaching with Princess Duncanson. Yep, one Monday a month. You get office hours with me. My one-on-one hours are $1,000 to talk to me just because of my experience on Wall Street and all of the knowledge that I have and how I scale my business 6 figures in 6 months. But in my community, they get me for a full hour where it's just office hours. And I'm saying, how are you guys doing? How is your business? What's going on right now? What do you need help with? How can I get you to the next level? Then we also have an expert. Every single month, I bring on an expert that's an expert in their field. Last month, we had a branding expert come on who does my branding. Yep. We had, like I said, a speaking coach. We've had AI experts. We've had business funding experts. We had credit repair experts. We've had someone talking about the 5 key areas you need to start a business. The next month, which is really special, I have my friend Dr. Contessa Metcalf. So she's on a TV show called Married to Medicine. And she's a doctor. And she's talking about preventative health care. And I tell people, you can have all the money in the world, but if your health isn't right, then how do you spend it? So I thought it'd be nice. Like I said, she has a huge platform, but she loves what we're doing in the community, and she wanted to come on and speak to us about preventative healthcare. And then every month I ask my members, like, what do you need? And then I'll go out and find a speaker to come and talk to us. Like, this area of my business, I need help with this. I might have somebody to come on talking about ads, right? Because you got to market your business. Yeah. So that's what you get. So you get office hours with me. You get coaching from our Princess Duncanson. You get a guest speaker once a month. Then you get a dinner on me. So I give everybody, in my book, The Master Connector Agency, I talk about breaking bread to break barriers. I host one dinner a year around the event. I do it the day before the event where we just all get together and I pay for dinner at an exclusive place. Last year we did it at The Retreat, which is a members only club, rooftop in Atlanta. And I want my members, they connect with each other. They become friends. They travel. They hang out. Like, it's so dope just to see them connecting with each other. Also, any events that I do, you get 50% off as a member. And then I'm doing an event on March 7th in Atlanta so that people can know more about the community. The members get to come to that for free. So it's just, and like I said, it's just access, right? Like, we have our whole thing. I just hired a community manager. Her name is Fasola. So every day she puts in different fun things for us. She highlights members, right?
High Seat Thursdays.
High Seat Thursdays where we talk about business. She says, okay, what's the biggest thing plaguing your business right now? We all put in our different things that we need help with in our business. And then there's people in it that can help you. Okay, I'm struggling in this area. Then somebody would give you advice on what they did in that area. And the beauty of the community is there are people in there that still work corporate jobs and try to figure out a way to get out of their corporate job, how to grow their business. There are people in there that's been business owners but need to scale it a little bit better or get more visibility. Then I have people in there that are $3 to $10 million in revenue as entrepreneurs. So it runs the gamut. So there's entrepreneurs that are very new, and then there's entrepreneurs that are 10 million and above. So, it's not just a one size fits all, because people are always like, oh, is it a women's community? No, because I'm a woman. I'm like, no, it's co-ed. I love that it's co-ed. My guys show up for me. Yeah. You and Paul and I'm about to say Chris because you Dave. Like, it's just so many guys, and Henry that are very supportive, and it's a co-ed group, which I like.
Nice. What would you say your biggest challenge is?
Oh, that's a good one, Chris. So, and that's funny because I always ask people that question. My biggest challenge right now is, to be honest, is not to take the easy road out and get a job. Like, because that's what I know. That's what I've been doing for 21 years. Yeah. But then also telling people and getting the exposure for what we're doing. I know we have something special. I know the community is literally changing people's lives and impacting their business, but getting that out to the masses. That's why I'm hosting an event in Atlanta to talk about what you actually get in this community, why they should be a part of it, why they should be a member, why they should sign up. But yeah, that's a challenging, just marketing and scaling. Like, I can scale, but marketing it and showing the value.
Doing a good job marketing, though.
Thank you.
You definitely, you always hit I always hit that repost button.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yes. I tell people, like, if somebody does a good job, it's free marketing if you tell your friends about them.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But before we even get to the next question, can we get a round of applause? Because were they flying you at too?
Oh, I didn't forgot about that, Chris. I need your memory.
You can't forget about that. That's a big deal.
That is okay. Yes. So Black Enterprise is flying me to Vegas next month in 2 weeks to speak on their panel about building community.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal, right? I am backed by Black Enterprise, and they are flying me. They flew Chris out to California. I'm like, Chris, how you get flown out? And now they're flying me to Vegas. So I'm like following in your footsteps. But yeah, they're flying me to speak about community. And I had to ask them. I said, well, you guys know I'm not at JP Morgan anymore. Like, I have my own business. And they're like, no, we want to know how you built your community. So I am grateful, and thank you for that, for reminding me that
celebrate the small losses,
the small wins.
You got to celebrate it like it's. I mean, the small wins.
Yeah,
like it's a big one, because that's big.
That's big.
Huge.
And I said this year of my goals, because that's what I love about the community too. And at the end of every year, we get together and we talk about our goals. And all my goals was to get 20 paid speaking engagements and be on like TV, radio platforms to tell the story, right? Exposure, that's one of the challenges. And then I got the first one as Black Enterprise. I'm like, wow, we blowing this out the water. Like, okay, God, I see you. I'm being obedient. You're flying me to Vegas to talk about the Master Connector and the community that we started here.
Now, everybody look at it, when they see events, they feel like they could pull it off, they can do it. How hard is it, and how much energy you have to put in to make these events impactful?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's funny because people call me all the time for events, and I tell my husband, like, I don't do events, and my husband's like, you do events. And I'm like, because I just think about it. Yeah, I was like, I'm going to create a room, but it literally is an event. It's hard. Well, I know the impact that it's going to have, but the devil's in the details, right? And so making sure, like this last event that I did with Angela Yee, I was so scared because she was in New York, I'm in Atlanta, TSA shut down. Flight 6, remember you were coming from New York, yeah, TSA shut down. So I'm like, is she going to get here on time? Is she going to make the event? And I always like my guests to fly in a day in advance just so that we could have a smooth sailing, but she had to fly in the day of, and I was like freaking out. Her, you, my mom, everybody that was coming from the East Coast, I'm like, are they going to get here? And then when you get to the event, making sure your sponsors have what they need, making sure the run of show is going accordingly. You got to sell tickets, right? And so making sure that you're showing the value so people buy tickets to support your event so that you're not in the red at the end of the event. And like I said, just the logistics of everything, finding a venue, finding a liquor sponsor, promoting it constantly, getting on lives, talking about it. But it's just a lot. But at the end of the day, every time I do an event, my husband's like, I don't know how you pulled that off. Like, and then it's amazing to me that people show up.
Definitely.
Chris, it's amazing because I'm not from Atlanta. I've been there going on 5 years. So for me to be in Atlanta and to have over 250 people come out to support what I'm doing or fly in from New York like you and others, or if somebody flew in from Canada. This girl flew in from Canada. She's in the community of Ophelia.
Yeah.
She flew in from Canada to support the event. Like that is like, okay, God, I'm listening to you. Like you're telling me to do this and I'm doing it. And people actually buy tickets, support, and show up. So,
being an entrepreneur, how hard is it to balance work and your outside, like your husband?
Yeah, it's funny.
It can really be hard, like trying to balance both. You know what I mean? He might think he being neglected of time.
Yeah, he's good. I take care. I cook dinner every night. He's good. I was gonna say it's funny because I feel like I'm busier now than when I had the corporate job. Yeah. And I remember one time when I first left Wall Street, I think my mom called me and I was like, oh, I'm busy. She's like, well, what are you busy doing? So they think because you don't have the corporate job that you just chilling. I'm like, I'm building a business. Like I'm way more busier. There's no days off, but I do schedule time for myself. So at least twice a week, I try to go to the gym in the mornings. So I don't schedule any meetings in the mornings for that. And then I also try to walk at least 5 miles a week.
Definitely put it in the group chat.
I'll be walking my 5 miles a week. And then for 2026, I want to read the Bible cover to cover. So I make time to take out time. If you read 3 pages a day, you can complete the Bible. I read the Bible every day. I try to go to the gym or walk, and I just take time for myself. However, being an entrepreneur, you work 24/7. And what I mean by that is it's never off, right? Like on the train on the way here, I'm texting, talking about business before I did the podcast. I work on Saturdays and Sundays. I try to put a little boundary there, but like my mind is always racing. And so I put stuff in my notes to say, don't text somebody on a Saturday at 7 o'clock. Like they're not corporate. Like these are office hours. I have to always put boundaries for myself to say, I'll put this in my notes and then email it to them first thing on Monday. But I feel like I balance it well. People are always like, when do you rest? Because like I do have a husband, I do have a family, I do have friends. I am running a business. I do have a community that, I'm running as well. I don't know how I do it, Chris. I just be making these 24 hours for myself work. Make it work.
It work. But let's matter of fact, let me back up something. Sponsorships.
Yes.
You winning in sponsorships.
Thank you.
You got a lot of big companies' money from sponsorships.
That is very true.
Would you like to talk about some of them?
Sure. Because some of them are my clients, I don't want to give it away, but I was the head of sponsorships at JP Morgan for the last 5 years. My career on Wall Street, I was equity trader and investment banker, and then I worked in private equity for a little bit, and then the last 5 years at JP Morgan, I was head of national sponsorship. And so I've helped organizations get 5 and 6 figure checks in my seat, selling them, like showing the value of how they even go about it. And then when I left, when I did my first event, I was able to get my friends to sponsor my event, right? And so I showed them the value, like, hey, you want to be a part of this? Sponsor at this amount. We could showcase your business. And then from there, I was able to get a sponsor from Amazon. Like I talk about this all the time. That was my first corporate sponsor I got it at 4 months in the business. And then the event was 2 months later. So I say 6 months. And then I was able to get Puma. This last event, I was able to get Truist and Northwest Mutual. But sponsorships are a big thing. So sponsorships help you not spend all of your money on an event. Companies want to align themselves with brands that'll help them execute their goals, their key performance indicators, right? And so, for example, one of the big companies that I got to sponsor me, they were looking for talent. Like one of their areas is recruitment. So I focused on that. And I said, well, if you're trying to do recruitment, I have a room where I'm bringing in Atlanta's elite. there's going to be 250 people in here that are corporate executives at top Fortune 500 companies. Entrepreneurs aren't really looking for a job, but maybe they want to use your platform for something, right? And so I just showed them the value. And so I tell everybody, like, that's one of the number one secrets in getting sponsorship is showing the other person the value of why they want to brand your business or sponsor what you have going on.
Not only she dropping game on this podcast, you could go to her website and you could book her to help you build a sponsorship deck.
That is very true. So a lot of my clients, I have clients now, so there's different areas of my business. So one, you can do a consultation with me that I can tell you how I grew the business 6 figures in 6 months. I have the membership community, which I think you guys should all join. Chris is a big advocate of it, and I always will call on him to tell the story.
Yeah, now.
He's all over my website, all over my page. And then sponsorship. So we have a cohort where we teach you how to get corporate sponsorship. You have to have a deck. That's the number one thing that most people don't know. You have to have a sponsorship deck for a company to even look at you. And what's inside the deck, you have to have metrics, key performance indicators, telling your story, like why should they sponsor you, your vision, your mission, your goals, past events that you've done. Like, it's a whole thing that my company helps you put together and say, like, this is what needs to be in there. Take this out, put this in. We do a brand asset audit for you, which is where we'll look at like your social media channels, your YouTubes, your LinkedIn to say a company, they might not want to sponsor you because you have this and this going on versus might have some grammatical errors on there, or you might be showing things that doesn't align with the company's brand. But yeah, we teach you how to get those corporate sponsorships. We also will tell you what companies you should be looking at. People don't even know where to start. So I give the example all the time. If I'm a health foods company and McDonald's wants to sponsor me, it doesn't really align with the brand, right? And so you have to make sure the brands are aligned and you're both getting what you need out of the deal, meaning they're getting what they need as far as executing their metrics, and I'm getting what I need as far as the dollars and the great partner.
Nice. My buddy Wilf over here always tell me, if I walk away from the official Blonde Stepper, I want people to know this means this. If you walk away from the Master Connector name is on the table. What do you want people to see? What do you want people to know that they represent? What do you want? How you want the name to speak for itself?
The name to speak for itself. I tell people all the time, which is cliche, but your network is your net worth, right? And so the more people you know is cutting through the red tape. You are one connection away from changing your life. So if I walk away, I want people to know you're one connection away from changing your life. And like I said, my thing is winning souls for Christ. I am obedient. So you will be okay. If you're walking in alignment, which is what I'm doing now, you will be successful and you will be okay. Because you're walking in what your God-given talents are, and God's going to make sure that you're protected as you're going forth and doing that. So if I walked away tomorrow, I want people to say, like, I met Nicole, I was a part of her community, and she helped me get to the next level. Like, you're one connection away, you connected to me, and now you're connected to 10 other people that are helping you get to the next level.
Nice. There's a lot of gems in that book, right?
Yes.
Give us some tips. How do we work the room?
How do you work the room? That's a great question.
I'm in a room, I'm scared, I'm in the corner. What are some tips that you would give someone to work this room? Because I learned a lot of tips from you, too.
Oh,
giving compliments and everything.
That's one of the, yes. Your memory is a beast. Like, you remember more than me. I'm like, Chris memory. And you are not scared of shot, because when Chris comes to my events, everybody knows Chris. They running up to Chris, giving him product, giving him shout outs, doing all. Chris is famous at the event, y'all. I'm just saying, if you're going to come to the event, come with Chris.
Yeah, we got a lot of love last time.
Yeah.
A lot of love.
People know Chris. But I tell people, one, if you're in a room and you're shy, lead with a compliment. So people love compliments. Tell people, I love your hair, I love your shoes, I love what you have on, I love what you presented. Whatever it is, give a compliment, because that lets their guard down. From there, you can say, are you from around this area? People love talking about where they're from. If that's not moving a conversation, you can say, what field are you in? Because people love talking about what they're doing. Listen to what they're saying and figure out how you can add value. The number one networking tip, I'll give all three. There's the three that I think are very important. But number one is leading with value. I'm around a lot of high-profile people, and people are always coming up to them asking them for something. They're always coming up to them asking for something. How can you help me with this? How can I help them with that? And I said, no, you have to go with what can you help them with. The higher the profile the person is, the more asks they get from their friends and the people that know them. So how can they stop what they're doing to help you when they don't even know you, right? And so what's going to set you apart is how can you help them? What can you offer them? And then the second thing is following up. When you go to these events, you meet 1,000,001 people, you get all these business cards and get like people tell you, here's my Instagram, follow me. but people don't follow up. Some people follow up within 24 to 48 hours. I started taking pictures with people now, like a selfie, so that when I send them a message saying, hey, nice to meet you, I send a picture of us so that they remember it was me that they met. This is Nicole, the Master Connector, and this is what I look like. And the third thing is do good business. I wanted to put number 3 first, doing good business, because doing good business is free marketing for your business. Mm-hmm. I can't drive that home enough. When I do a good job, or if anybody does a good job, they're going to tell their friends and family about you. I'm sure, like I said, Chris is a walking billboard for the Master Connector Agency because of the benefits that I provide in his business. So he's going to tell his friends, he's going to tell Wolf and everybody else about the agency. He always tells me his siblings, his mom, they're all like, what? Tell me about the community.
I came back getting more books.
Yeah, but when you do a good job, that's free marketing. I give the story of my makeup artist all the time. She does my makeup and does a phenomenal job. She's on time. Her prices are good. She's communicative. And so I branch out to all my friends that are celebrities. And now she's literally a celebrity makeup artist. When Angela Yee came to town for my event, who do I send her to? My celebrity makeup artist. She does a lot of my friends that are high profile on TV. They fly her around. And so now she's literally a celebrity makeup artist because of how good of a job she did for me and my makeup. So
nice. Now she gave y'all marketing tips. She gave y'all tips on how to work the room. But it was different because the last event we went to, it felt like the room was working me. And
I know, that's right.
we walked through the door. Because first, I was in the hotel sleep. Wolf on the phone. I'm like, all right, we got to get up. We got to go now. We get there as soon as we walked in. Simone, the first one that ran down.
Oh,
now, I seen Paul first.
Simone.
Paul greeted me. I walked in. Simone walked in. I said, Wolf, you know her? He like, no. But I'm asking him, like, we both not from Brooklyn. They're coming out to Atlanta. He was like, nah, I thought you knew her, dog. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I got something for y'all. I'm like, she got something for us. So, I still got that New York, Brooklyn mentality. I'm like, what did she got for us, bro? She came back and it was cream. And I'm like, okay, she got her shea butter.
She got her shea butter. So she bought me some too, yeah.
So she was like, here. I'm like, she gave us 4? I'm like, can we get on the plane with this? Because I got to make sure, like, I ain't going to go to jail bringing this to her. And she said, nah, you safe. I'm like, okay. But just walking the room is different people coming, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a podcaster. And they, we trying to start a podcast.
Wow.
And from that alone, I'm like, well, you talking to the wrong person. He the man behind the screen. You need to talk to him. And they exchange the numbers. But at the end of the night, I'm like, Wolf got like 6, 7 numbers. I'm like, I ain't got not one number. I'm like, nah, well, you got to share the wealth. Like, I need some of them numbers. And that's how we got Simone on the podcast.
Oh, I love
we just all over. I'm talking to Truist Bank. I done talked to, somebody was in there from Chase.
Yeah.
He came to me, he like, I like your story. Like, we need to work. I'm like, let's exchange information. We exchange emails and everything. I'm like, Truist Bank, like, how can we be a fit for you?
Oh, I love that. You didn't tell me this. Look, he's dropping gems to me on this call. I didn't even know that.
Bank. Then we had the massager, right? Dropping game on us and all this shit. Like, you ain't taking baths? I'm like, I take showers. She said, oh, no, you doing it wrong. Like, you need a woman to take care. You supposed to be taking baths. I'm like, damn, well, if it's something new I learned, I ain't know that. Like, she said, why you not taking baths? I'm like, I'm always on the go. She said, no, you got to give time to yourself. Like, you got to eat these grapes. You got to eat that. I'm like, all right. And she was passionate about it. Yeah. I'm like, all right, people talking to me and she grabbing my arm. I'm like, nah, I'm talking to you. I'm like, all right, you guys got my attention. But it was just.
And then you put the shea butter on, some more shea butter. You come out the bath. Look at that.
We went to the hotel. Wolf was trying it on. Like I told Simone, I said he was trying it. He like, okay, smell good, feel good. I'm like, nah. I'm like, we got one right here.
That's awesome.
We got one. The community, the events, just beautiful.
Thank you.
It helps somebody that's questioning themselves, should they be in this space. Once they walk in the rooms, that's the confirmation that they got. Like, this is everything right here.
I love that. A couple of things that people tell me when they come in the room, they say the room is so inviting. Like everybody's in there wanting to help and connect with each other. So they go in there with the mindset like, I want to meet more people. I want to connect. Another thing that we do at the event is networking bingo.
Yeah.
It's always a hit.
Icebreaker.
So the icebreaker, yeah. So if you fill your bingo card out, you get a gift. Last time we had basketball tickets to the Hawks game. We had a hotel stay at like one of the 5-star hotels in Atlanta, which was some of the prizes. One of the years, E.T., when he was there, I gave out some of his autographed copy books and he donated 20 memberships. Yes, that's another thing. So he supported my business. When I say that meant so much to me, he said, Nicole, what do you need? I said, I want to scale this. I want to scale my membership. He got on the microphone and said, I'm buying 20 20 memberships for 20 people in the audience right now. That's how much I believe in Nicole and the Master Connector Agency. Get you some friends like that. Get you some friends like that. Like he bought 20 memberships for people in the audience to be a part of the Master Connector Agency. And I'm so grateful to him. And I tell the story all the time, and I think it was worth sharing on your podcast, because I tell people, lead with value, follow up, and do good business. E.T. and I met each other in New York, because I used to work on Wall Street, at a Forbes event in 2019, I want to say. And my friend that worked with me was like, oh, tell E.T. I said hi. And I'm like, we're from the top. We're not speaking to strangers, right? That's how we put up, right? So I'm like, I don't know him. So
you get a head nod and I keep it pushing.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't know this man. He doesn't know me. But I wound up having a VIP pass. And remind me to talk about VIP after I tell you this story. But I had a VIP pass, so they did a meet and greet for VIP. So I wound up meeting E.T. and he didn't know me, of course. I didn't know him. And I said, by the way, your friend Larry said hi. He said, oh my God, Larry, we went to college together. We good, really good friends. I said, okay. And nothing was that. I didn't follow up. I didn't talk to him because I didn't know him. Fast forward to 2022, Pinky Cole, she owns Slutty Vegans. She had these things called sesh sessions where she was bringing in corporate executives and entrepreneurs in a session where we would brainstorm ideas together. And guess who was on my session? E.T. So he's looking at me and I'm looking at him and we're like, where do we know each other from? I said, oh my God, the Forbes event in New York. And so he said, yeah. And I said, what do you do? He looked at me like as if like, you know what I'm like, no, what do you do? He was like, I'm the number one. He's like, I'm a motivational speaker. He's so humble. I'm a motivational speaker. I didn't know he was one of the number one motivational speakers, right? And I said, okay, I work in finance. I said, what are you working on this year? Like, what is something that you need help with? What do you need help in your business? And he was like, Nicole, I got 2 kids. I built an empire, but one of my biggest fears is that my kids won't know how to sustain the empire when I'm not here anymore, which is a lot of fear for people that have built something, right? If their kids don't have to.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was in finance at the time, so we got on the call every week. Myself, Dr. Eric Thomas, his daughter Jada, and his son Jalen, and somebody else from the bank. We all got on the call and we helped him financial plan for 6 months to make sure that his kids knew how to run the business if he wasn't here anymore. And he said to me, he said, Nicole, help my babies. I will forever help her. So what did I tell y'all? Lead with value, right? I followed up right after I met him and I did a great job. Had I not done a great job, E.T. would have not come to my event, supported me, bought 20 memberships. And to this day, I call him all the time, like, I left corporate, what do I do? He's like, you're about to soar. I was like, did you hear that I said I left corporate? Did you hear me? He's like, no, Nicole, I know you're about to soar. However, I can continue to help you. He just let me speak to his community last week, and then they brought me back again last Monday, and then I'm flying out to Chicago for his event to be in front of his community again. So I'm just grateful that I did a good job. And that he's continuing to invest in me and support me in the things that I'm doing. And you too, Chris. Like, you didn't have to have me on your podcast. So thank you and Wolf for allowing me the opportunity to speak to your community.
Nah, it's definitely love.
Yeah.
We came back. Wolf had a whole air when I'm playing. We talk about different things. And like, I'm glad I could make that impact, bringing people into my world and showing people what I could see. Because little do you know, you changed my life when you walked me to ET and we were just talking. And he was just like, what's your story? And I'm like, what's my story? I said, yeah. I said, I know my story better than yours. He said, is it? I said, yeah, you chose to be homeless. He said, so you read the book. He said, so what's your story? I said, I got shot 3 times. I'm visually impaired. He like, if they paying me $250,000, they got to give you $500,000. He said, I'm tired. My knees hurt. I need you to take over my job.
Oh, wow. You did say I'm going to be better. You did.
And I'm saying something like, you need me to take over? He said, yeah, I'm ready to retire. This is your lane.
Look at
I don't want it no more. This is all you. I'm like, then going back to New York, I put the headphones on. I'm just listening to music and it just stuck with me. I'm like, nah, I got to change. I got to really get up and motivate myself to say, all right, today going to be a different day. Let me do something different. I'm starting to do videos in the rain. I'm doing it all now.
Oh my God, he does it, the Motivational Monday. Yeah. And I was going to say, God is waiting on you. He already gave you those gifts, Chris. It's already inside of you. He just waited for you to activate it. So that might, like you said, changing your life. People keep telling me these events and what I'm putting on is changing your life. And that's like the biggest reward that I could ever get, because that's why I started this, to help impact people's lives, to make it better than when they started. Like, so the fact that he told you that and you could hear it in the back of your mind, he's the number one motivational speaker and he's telling you could do that. And then less than months, 2-3 months later, you're flying out to California telling your story and now getting booked. Like, That's incredible. That's a gym for me. I didn't know this happened until you just told me just
and
now.
your events gonna be having good food, right, Wolf?
We having good food. It's free food.
Yo, the VIP, you get free food too.
I know. And that's, I must say, the VIP. So a chapter in my book, I talk about investing in yourself where you see yourself. I tell people all the time, pay for the VIP. Pay to sit a little closer. Pay for certain things because that's where everybody else is. That's paying for that same level, right? If everybody's in VIP, you mean the people that have that VIP mindset like yourself. At my events, if you pay for the VIP ticket, you get a free, not only do you get a free meal, you get premium seating, and you get a meet and greet with the celebrity guest. Mm-hmm. I remember telling my uncle one time that I fly first class, and he was like, "What? You from New York? You need to fly coach. Sit in the back." And I was like, he's like, you can meet somebody in your community in the back of the plane. I was like, but I can meet an investor in first class.
Absolutely.
And then he said to me, he's like, oh, okay. He got real quiet. And on that flight back home, I sat in first class and I met a guy that was helping me with my community. He was helping me business plan. So it's just like, don't look at it as, oh my God, this is too expensive. Don't break the bank. But if you can afford it a little bit extra, invest in yourself and in your business and place yourself where you see yourself. So that VIP, like when Chris comes, he's like, I'm only doing VIP. He always buys 2 VIP tickets. Yeah. And he gets the, he gets the best of it, the best time.
Definitely do. Now I'm turn the switch onto you because you love to say, what's your elevator pitch?
I do.
I need you to say your elevator pitch, but do maybe more than a minute of why people should go to masterconnectagency.com and sign up for the membership. Why should they be part of the community?
Why should they be part of the community?
This is your time.
So my elevator pitch, because I tell people the elevator pitch needs to be 30 seconds. When you meet people, you have to have it short, sweet, and precise on why they should want to work with you. My elevator pitch is, I'm Nicole Pointe-Jour, the CEO of the Master Connector Agency, and we have the tools and resources to help you grow and scale your business. And connections as well. So I need you to say tools, resources, and connections to help you grow and scale your business. Then if they ask me, what does that mean? That's when I will go and explain to them that we have experts that come on every single month to help us in every area of business, whether that's trademarking. I just got my trademark, y'all. It took a while, but
went through?
Yeah, it went through.
She was nervous. She like, I'm not giving up on this name. I'm not giving up.
Because it cost me a lot of money. Trademarks.
I put mine on hold. I said, now let me see if hers go through first before I start doing this. Like,
I'm telling you,
that's not a little bit of money.
It's not a little bit of money, and because it's Master Connector, these are words that are used often. Like I was scared, and at first they were like, no, we had to petition it, and I got it to go through, but it took almost a year, and it's $1,600 to get a trademark. And now I have this name, so that's breaking news. I didn't even tell. So breaking news on this podcast, but I had somebody coming on talking to us about the importance of trademarking. AI, like incorporating AI in your business. Systems are so important. People, systems, and teams are so important to a business. It's very vital.
We talked about it. Now Simone got a system. You read it in the inbox.
Yeah.
The automatic message come to you.
Exactly. When you send an inbox mini chat, you get the message that comes to you. Having the right team around you, but you want to be a part of this community because we're a tribe and we are so mighty. Like I said, we give you access to information. I think that's so vital. Access to information. We support you and your business. And you can come and start wherever you are, whether you're that corporate executive that wants to figure out what your business is, because I help people identify what their gifts are. Yeah. Talk about that all the time. How to identify what your gift is and how to monetize that. Whether you're an entrepreneur but can't figure out how to get over that hump. We have these experts that come on. We do different challenges. People come in the community. We just had one of the girls that's building an app in the community and said, can I test this out on y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She came in, she tested out her app on our community. We gave her feedback, told her how her presentation needed a little bit more work here, but she has a great product.
Working on it.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just literally a really good support system. And people come to me all the time because you always like, Chris, my membership is paid up, but like, they're like, you get all that for $100? And I'm like, okay, I got to increase the price on this because the value of what we get, and you've seen it grow. I have a community manager now. A Mindset Monday coach. Like I said, we do the free dinner once a year. The experts that come on are out of this world. They're all successful business owners. And like I said, we
definitely is good.
Yeah. So if you're looking for your tribe or your community that wants to pour into you and help you get to the next level, help you understand business, even if, like I said, I have somebody in there that made $10 million, right? And so it's like the gamut is like a new business owner to a multi-millionaire business owner. And we're all teaching and learning with each other. And I said, what made you join? Because you already, And he was like, no, I need community. Like entrepreneurship is lonely. That's something people don't talk about. Entrepreneurship is a lonely space. When you work at a corporation, you have your coworkers and other people around you. Entrepreneurship, it's your ship that you're sailing out by yourself. And so we have that community and support system around you where it's like you don't have to do it alone. We go further together. And I want to say this really quickly too. ET had me speak to his group two weeks in a row talking about the African wild dog. And I didn't know what that was. I never heard of it before. Have y'all heard of it?
Heard of that? The African wild dog?
Yeah.
Wolf
never
likes
heard
stuff like this.
He likes stuff like that? Okay, yeah. I never heard of it. And so ET called me because I was helping him with some stuff about sponsorship. And so he said, Nicole, I trust you. You're a part of my tribe. When somebody trusts you that is high profile, that's a big deal because they never know who's around them to get something versus wanting to help them. And he said, you're a part of my African wild dog pack. And I'm like, what the heck is that? Like, is a dog? Like, what? And he goes, in the jungle, so I started doing research on it. In the jungle, the lion and the tiger, people are most scared of them, but the African wild dogs have like a 90% success rate on hunting their prey. And the reason they do is because each dog in the pack has a specific skill set to help attack the prey. And everybody stays in their skill set, but they go in the same direction. So it's the pack, the African wild dog pack, going together in the same direction, but everybody's strong in one specific skill set, but they work together. And that's how I feel our community is. We have so many people that are strong in certain fields that we all work together to make sure that we are achieving our goals as a community.
Absolutely.
So in his pack, I was the sponsorship and financial person. He's like, if I'm dealing with anything with sponsorships, anything dealing with financial literacy or anything like that, I'm going to go to Nicole. So
yeah, I'm definitely coming to you for sponsors.
There you go.
I have to do big things.
I know that's right.
Before we even get out of here, one thing I do love about you, you don't just show us the finished product. We really seeing the product going through construction.
Yes.
To be built what it is today. So if something wrong, you come to the group chat, you say what it is, we give you the confidence to build you up, to keep on moving. So it's not, we just seeing the finished product. We actually in the community seeing the product being built, being grown. And that's what I love about it. You know, some people like, oh, this, that, and the third. You be like, well, how do I know this is real? Like, you could have just put this together and you want me to sign up for it? But I'm actually seeing you like every day putting in work in for this in Mighty Networks. I'm really saying that. Sometimes, like, they're going to call Mighty Networks again. They got Simone in Mighty Networks again. They're going to call Mighty Network non-stop. But I see the ambition in you, and that's what I really love about you. I love being a part of this community.
Thank you. And it's consistency. I tell people all the time, consistency. That is like, you don't know where you'll be if you stop. Every day I get up and I talk to the community. It's a community that we're building together. I say, happy Monday, happy Saturday. What's going on this week? What do y'all have planned? Like, every day I set myself even an alarm to say, I'm going to get in Mighty Networks and talk to the community. I hired a community manager, but I want y'all to hear from me. Yeah. Even on social media, I tell people all the time, get on social media and talk about your business. Simone literally said the other day, like, I don't have that many followers, but I'm going to get on here. And every day she gets on there, she gives quotes and messages from God, talks about her product, how she builds it. Every day she's consistent. And I said, watch, it's going to pay off.
And she's growing.
And she's growing.
Paul grew.
Paul said his sales increased by 60%, y'all. 60% by being in the community. And what I love about it is when we do these calls, we don't know what we don't know. Yeah. And every single speaker that has come on has taught us something that we did not know.
Something different, something new.
Something different, something new. Because even branding, when the branding guy came on, he said branding is not marketing. They're two different things. Branding is what people say about your business. Marketing is what you're selling, like what you're putting out there. But branding is like, what do they say about the official Blind Stepper? Like, how, like you said, what Wolf said, what are you known as? What do they say about Nicole and I'm not in the room? What am I known as, right? I want to be known as a connector. I want to be known as a person that's going to help you scale and grow your business. I want to be known as a person that's going to execute with excellence, right? Like, that's your brand. If somebody needs something and they're calling you for that, that's what your brand is. But every speaker that has come on to talk to the community has helped us with different things that we just never knew. Like, can you tell something that you've learned from one of the speakers?
The AI, no, the web, what's her name? AK?
Oh, AK, that AI, everybody's there. I was like, I got to bring her back.
I never know that you could buy so many domains, Wolf.
Yes.
Forward it to your website. So when people type in motivational speaker, if you buy that domain and forward it to your website, when they type in motivational speaker, you gonna pop up.
That is very true.
If you type in visually impaired speaker, if you buy that domain and forward to your website, they type that in, it's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Second chance, you buy that domain, you type it in, it's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up.
I never knew that.
She gave us an example. Somebody put Thai food near me. they bought that domain name.
Yeah.
And when you type that in, that's the Thai food that comes up, right? Thai food near you. I was going to say for you, I thought it would be Ebony because she's the one that told you need to be charging $5,000, not $500.
Ebony killed the game with me too. And she did it for free.
And she did.
She like, oh, I charge this, that, and third, but let me give you this gym. I'm like, okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It just, you learn so much. It's like you just can't pinpoint one thing because you learning every month you learning something new.
Every month you're learning
like
something.
David Shanes, he killing the podcast space. You can't buy no podcast words because he got it. Killing the space right now if you type it in.
And AK helped him with that,
Yep,
the one that was the
helped him
speaker.
with that, so.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with the speakers, they teach us so many different things. But one of the things I love about the community is we support each other's businesses. Like Simone is booking Princess for certain things. Like everybody, Paul sponsors your podcast. Like we all are in there supporting each other's businesses. I hired Princess on for her new coaching business, right? Like you can't put a price on that.
No, you definitely can't.
Like as a new business owner, it's scary. It's scary. You never know where your next dollar is going to come from. You never know who's going to buy and sell your product, buy your products from you. But when you're in this community and I'm like, hey guys, I'm launching something, they like, oh, we going to get it. Nicole, like, you know what I mean? We support. Everybody supports each other's businesses. So
absolutely.
I think that's amazing.
Before we get out of here, there's something new we doing. Who would you love to see on a Blind But Now See podcast? But before you answer that, you got to help us get them on here.
Help you get them on here.
She got a long list. How the phone book is crazy.
I know my phone
book
is crazy. Who would I love to see on your podcast? That's a great question. Is it somebody from the community or somebody that I just know? I'm just trying to think of who would be. Sorry. Can we turn it off? That's my phone. You just press it.
Whatever you feel.
No, because you offer so much value. Well, you always talk to me about Gilly and Wallow. I feel like they need to do your podcast. That's how I feel because
you can help Gilly and Wallow come on.
I used to have Wallow's number. I don't know Gilly that much. So let me see who I can help. That's okay. I got to get in my bag and see who I can help come on here because I do think
make it happen.
I got to make it happen. So we got to do more to come on that. So you'll have to do an update where I can work behind the scenes and see who I can get because you have an amazing podcast. I am so proud of you, Chris. I see the difference in you from when we first met to where you are now. You're consistent. You're putting out more content. You have amazing speakers come on here. You ask great questions. You're a great interviewer. And again, I didn't know your memory was like an elephant. Like you remember, I'm like, wait, I forgot I'm going to Black Interview. Like your memory is so sharp. And like I said, I'm grateful to have you as a community member because you're so supportive. You fly out. I always call you like, can you give your testimony? Can you tell your story? Because you do
a video? Can you do another one? I need you to say that. I'm like,
yeah, I need another one. You got to get to the point, Chris. You got to say it in the elevator. So yes, but like your testimonial because you literally have real life impactful things that have happened. Like you said, you got your credit fixed. You got a sponsor for your podcast. You've got flown out and paid $5,000 to fly and speak. Like those things are important, especially somebody growing their business, right? And so I do want to make sure I have the right person that I can get to come on here because I do think what you're doing is amazing, helping people tell their stories because you have a phenomenal story yourself. So let me think about that. But I do want it to be somebody that's going to
powerful.
Yeah, powerful. That is going to move the needle for you. So
definitely. So go get your membership now. I'm endorsing. I'm the brand ambassador of the.
He is the brand ambassador.
The brand ambassador.
You are the brand. You and Simone. I'm like, I have like the 5 people in there. I'm like, okay, Chris, can you speak? Paul, can you speak? Simone, he's like, but yes, I'm always calling her. Chris, but like sometimes I'll be putting the phone in the back while I'm cooking, and I'm like, Chris, come off mute and answer these questions.
I be cooking. I'm like, I got flour on my hand now, and I gotta come on mute.
But they can find me at @themaster_connector. So I don't know how you're gonna advertise it. And then my website.
We're gonna put it in the show notes though.
Okay. And then my website is www.themasterconnectoragency.com. So those are a couple places that you can find me.
Get your book.
Get your book. Get your copy of this book. I'm telling you, when there's so many gems, each chapter I like. You probably can't see on this thing, but you see this gray box up here. These are connection gems. So every chapter has connection gems, even more connection gems in them to say like, you need to take this gem and write it down and apply it in your life. And I had Egypt Sherrod, Yandy Smith-Harris, Felicia Butterfield, Cynthia Bailey, Ian Dunlap, all write quotes in this book about how I've helped them connect, how I've got them more opportunities. And then Angela Yee wrote the foreword to my book about how I got her opportunities and deals, right? And so I've been out here doing this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been connecting people to deals and sponsorships and just other opportunities for over 2 decades now. So I just want to share it with the masses.
So on behalf of the Blamanasi podcast, even though my dog Frenchie not here, we're gonna purchase 2 books. You got to inbox us, connector. The first 2 people that inbox connector, we ain't gonna do it off Amazon, none of that. We gonna
do it on the website.
We ain't even gonna do that. We gonna have Nicole to sign it and send it straight to you. An autograph, because that book gonna mean something one day.
It's definitely gonna mean something sooner than later. We are skyrocketing. I'm saying we are all walking in obedient in Christ. He is definitely going to skyrocket me to the next level. So
first 2 people, we gonna buy it. She gonna sit on it, and we gonna ship it out.
I love that. Chris bought 10 books already. I don't know what he did with those 10, but we gonna get you 2 more new ones.
Got it. My sister, my cousin. We was passing them out like it was drugs.
Don't say that on the podcast. X that out.
Wolf,
stay on that one.
I definitely appreciate you, though.
No, I'm grateful for you. Of course. I said, I'm in New York. I got to come do your podcast. Support is a verb, y'all. Support is a verb. Don't just tell people you're going to do something. Make sure you show up and support them. Support goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And I'm so grateful to be here.
Thank you. And this is another episode of the Blamanasi podcast. Don't wait to see, just move.
Oh, I love that.
Out.
Bye.